Welcome back everybody to Raccoon City. I hope you're all doing well, my fellow stars and miners. I've got quite a lot done in the last couple of days, and it's been interesting to say the least. Quick recap then. So I've managed to get Claire's starting area from, well, Claire and Leon's B scenario when you start. Managed to get this area fully done with a few signs. I wish there was a better way of doing the signs. There probably is using map art. I don't have that capability. Need to put a gate on there. As you can see, we've got this area done all the way into here. I've made a few changes because I didn't realise that you could see that building as Claire in her scenario, so I have expanded that and rebuilt it back up even higher. What else have we got done this week? I've got a lot done, I'm not going to lie. So I made a start on the entrance to the car parking garage. The car park has pretty much got its basics in. I've just got obviously the vehicles to put in. And if we head through here, I've finally got the ammo room done. Which, pop this in, if we can get inside. So here's the armory. Eventually, I think that's already got, yep, with arrows in, technically magnum ammo, but I haven't quite tweaked all that yet. I've got the power room done. So this area is now completely finished. I still have not done this area. I can't settle on a design. I just can't settle on a design for that room, so I'm going to have to come back to that one and have a ponder. Got some more ammo here that you'd get. We've got through here done, which now connects up to the outside of the RPD, which you can see. So this is all luckily fallen into place, making sure I've mapped it out properly, following the correct maps. And we've got down here done. It's a bit dark, but it is meant to be. There's actually supposed to be a light up there. We'll incorporate that. This storeroom is in place. Eventually I'll probably put some health in there or ammo, not sure yet, not decided. And this is the little area you'd come through as Sherry, which actually leads into a bit of an issue that I have mentioned before, that some aspects of builds just don't add up physically. So I'll go into that in a second. In fact, let me show you right now. It might be a bit dark, but you'd come down here and take a look at this absolute monstrosity mess. Oh, I could have just come out that way, couldn't I? So this area obviously is where you come through and you find Ben Bertolucci, the reporter. Okay, that made me jump. Yeah, as you can see, we are very close to the floor. Very close to the floor right above, and that's despite me making adjustments to get it as low down as possible. You come through here, obviously this is the kennels, the canine unit, which then would lead you into the sewers, where you'd trundle through here. Eventually you'd come up here, little storeroom off to one side. Here's where you'd fight the first G-spawn specimen, and here is where you would put Ada through a ventilation shaft. Here's the thing, if Ada was to go through there and I was to build it, this actually leads to an outdoor area. Yeah, an outdoor area underground. Hang on, this is really dark. This is what I've been building with. I've been building with night vision potions because it is just so dark down here. And ignore all this, I'll cover this in a second. Where is it? And here is where you'd crawl through with Sherry, which would lead to an elevator platform, which leads you up. And on the other side of the map to that, basically. Look how off that is. And that is with me following the map and the builds pretty much to a measured T. So a bit of cheating is going to have to be done. Eventually what will happen is I'll program this command block to a teleportation. So probably get one of Jurassic's NPCs here to tell you that pass you through the vent. You click that, it will activate the observer and teleport to an area that I think I'm going to designate as an area that is not actually explored. So I may bring it over here. That will give this area something to fill in. So just put the walls up here and build that entire section here, and just have command blocks to teleport players to the relevant part of the build, basically the game's mechanics. So, because obviously if I were to build that, we've got this area as well, and this noise of fire is very annoying because I made a start on... Oh, I like to potter. I like to potter and work in different areas. So this is the area you would come through with Claire. Eventually what I've done is I've mentioned to Jurassic Fan if you can build a way of, when you approach this door, these blocks disappear like they would open. I mean, they split in the middle and open upwards, but get a way for that to disappear. Come through here, and I'll do the same with the door and the observer as I'm doing there to teleport you through to the community room of the sewers. Yeah, as you can hear, that fire, that is literally under where I started this video. There is lava above us, and this would normally be a corridor that, or a footpath with its guarded rail that Mr. X walks along, and as you're there with Claire and Sherry, they run through and she gets sucked through the vein. The drain? Vein? Yeah, can't speak today. Oh, I've drank the night vision potion. Is there a way to... How do I nullify this potion? Because it doesn't look very good at night. Oh, I've still got 5 minutes of it. Right, we'll come back to that bit, because that bit looks way better when you haven't got night vision. So yeah, the start on the underground has pretty much been done. I've got it all mapped out and ready. It just needs building and then texturing and detailing. The next part I've got done is... I'll have to fly around because I've not preempted any teleportation commands yet. Oh, one quick mention. So on my realm, Jurassic Fan built me a way to have this barrier so it's up, and when you're approaching it, the barrier collapses and zombies come up behind. Unfortunately, that's on my realm, and that didn't have all the upgraded builds that I've done, so unfortunately I've had to upload this world to that realm, and then I've had to take screenshots of the command blocks and see if I can recreate it myself. That'll be a fun task. So, I showed in the last one Jill's starting area. I've now got a setup already at the base for this, so you can now choose between Leon and Jill's start, and all I need to do is code in the command for Claire's start. So obviously you come up here, it wouldn't be this bright. You've got access to down here, come along here, open this door, and obviously that's where the cutscene ends in the game. You're teleported into this building here, and eventually you come out, run around all this area, get all the way around there, into the RPD, get the lockpick, come down here, and I've now decorated out these alleyways. So this alleyway is now done. Made a few changes here and there. That's where the Merc will be. I'll get a diary in his hand eventually, fill that out. Which brings you along here. I think I've still got a little bit of texturing to do on this. I think it just looks a bit too samey, I think is the best word. This build I've actually done twice. I actually did this on mine, and I gave Jurassic Fan a help out on his, since he's working on doing a lot of command block coding, making his a bit more interactive than mine. So he's helping me with some coding. I'm helping. Sorry, I keep saying he. They're helping me with coding, and I'm helping them with building, basically. So this section is also done. Just got some more to do out there, just to try and cover that area up. I mean, it's pitch black in the game, you can't actually see what's down there, so I may take some creative leniency with that and build something of my own, because I don't think anything from the Outbreak series is down Ennerdale, but who knows. Then you've got the crashed bus, which is on top of 2 cars, and that's the best I could do. Like I say, I'm not really a builder, I'm just practicing. I've deliberately left a hole there in the ground so I know where it'll work out when you fall down a hole there and meet the grave digger. Yeah, we've also got the car garage done, the automotive shop where you'd get the fuse wire, not the fuse wire, the lead, yeah, the power wire that you'd need for the trolley. Got in here done and detailed, and it was actually in here I was given this block. Another block by Jurassic that I had no idea existed. I don't know the command for this one. I'm going to try and get that in my next video, or if I find a way, I will add it into the description. And basically, you pop it on the ground, and you can light it 1 to 15, and it basically allows you to control a light level in an area, and then when it's off, you can't even see it. It disappears. And for certain areas where, for example, in the basement, where I've got torches behind slabs to minimize the lighting, this is going to make things 1,000 times easier. Again, I've got this little office also finished, nicely detailed. Eventually, did I put ammo in there? I did. I am trying to keep on top of this because I am going to do a trial run, I think, soon, and make it tested. And this is where I'm up to. And this is where I kind of stopped and went back to the RPD to work on the basement, because this bit for me has got a bit of a bad history. This is where I was up to in my original world. It did not look anywhere as good as this does. But obviously I'd built all this, and then when I came in to build this section, I'd already done this road, and I came to build the T-junction interchange, and I wasn't here. And I couldn't understand why, and I turned around and everything here, all the way along there, all that area there right up to about there was just gone, just completely deleted. And that is when I rage quit. That's when I stopped. But now the lighting effects wore off. Let's see, did I leave a hole in the roof over, think about it, here? Yes, I did. So here's where you'd come through the secret wall in Bright and Iron's office, and I changed that light out in the end because it just wasn't bright enough in here. Got the elevator, which we don't have elevators, we don't have access to flying machines, so I've just got ladders for now. So you come down that to here, and now we've got the dark, dingy tunnel that leads to Iron's sanctuary. There it is, there's one of the lights fittings above what would be 2 fire sconces on the wall. So if I just take that off, you can't see it, but if I was to remove it, this becomes a lot darker. And in here we have Iron's sanctuary. I would have made it maybe 1 or 2 blocks a bit bigger, but unfortunately there's a wall right behind there, which kind of restricted my movement. Doing this underground bit was, I was so close in blocks that, yeah, very close to the roof. And down here is where you would encounter G1 as Claire. Now, trying to turn this into an underground dank dark cave was interesting. I'm still not entirely happy with the lighting. I don't know what to do about that, but as you can see, it fits. Come along here, and normally there'd be a button you press, the ladders would fall down. I've had to try and discreetly hide that using black concrete, but as you can see, it's just a wall of blackstone. Because for some reason I can't find the command for black concrete. If somebody knows what that is, please put it in the comments, because I haven't got a clue. And then, yeah, heading up here brings you out back in the sewer system. So a lot of progress has been done this week, and a lot of faffing, I think is the best word, on trying to work that out. But I believe Jurassic has put in a gate command. So if I come over here, when I was down there, that's what triggered it. So that is now open, and I believe, is it over here? It's over here somewhere. It's over here somewhere. Yeah, I'd love to do the backs of these builds. I think it was down here. These guys are all still spawning. I don't know where it is, but I think there's a reset somewhere. Yep, there it is. And that resets it for whoever goes next. These are things I definitely need to learn. So yeah, the entire introduction of Jill's scenario right up until the automotive is now done. Claire's is now done. I'm going to decorate this back part, find something to put in. I'm not sure. I believe that's not the town hall, maybe the city hall. I need to double check on the map again. So all that section is now complete. This area is complete. This area is complete, and the underground is well on its way. So yeah, progress is getting there. It's getting there. But like I said, I wanted to start leaving these short and sweet, just so you guys are getting an update and I'm not boring you to death. I've got the live stream videos if you want to stick around to see them. But now that's where we're up to, and hopefully by next week I'm going to get the entire basement level done, get the entire prison section and the sewage system all up and running, and get the teleportation commands in place, and maybe a few interactive blocks if I can let Jurassic on here. So with all that being said, I want you all to have a wonderful day, and as always, you know what I'm going to say, be good people, take care of yourselves.